Quirks Dungeon Gaming, we roam and play through dungeons deep and caverns gray. With wands and swords, we face the foes, discovering treasures we won't let go. From goblins green to dragons high, we battle through, no time to sigh. With laughter loud and spirits bright, we dive into this world of might. Oh, come to Quirks Dungeon Gaming, where fun and magic never stop. With every step, we find our way to hidden riches day by day. Through twists and turns, we search for clues. In every corner, something new. With friends by side, we laugh and cheer. In this realm we dare to steer. Oh, come to Quirks Dungeon Gaming, where fun and magic never stop. With every step, we find our way to hidden riches day by day. Oh, come to Quirks Dungeon Gaming, where fun and magic never stop. With every step, we find our way to hidden riches day by day.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. I know, I confused everybody tonight, today, said that we were going to do retro gaming. Then I said we were going to do a cooking stream. Cooking stream's actually going to be tomorrow night. It's actually easier if we do it tomorrow night. Tonight, we're just going to sit here and have a chatting session. How about that? Let's do a change up. Let's just have a chatting session for once. Tell me in chat what you'd like to talk about. I haven't heard any game news lately. I do know that Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong, I think it's Donkey Kong Bonanza, is out on Switch 2 now. And I heard that's a really good freaking game. If anybody wants to snag that, do so. The Tetris game is awesome as well. So, just that heads up. But, yeah, it's one of those, the thing is, we're still waiting for Animal Crossing, which they've been pushing that game back like holy hell. They pushed it back, let's see, it was supposed to come out this year, they pushed it back to next year, then the year after next, and then now they're saying 2028, possibly. They might not even do it at all. But they did do an update to Animal Crossing a week, I think it was like a week or so before The Switch 2 came out on June 5th, so it was like May 27th that they had like literally a big update, so that way Animal Crossing New Horizons would work on the Switch 2. Okay. And I'll tell you what, all the games that are on the Switch 2 right now, like Animal Crossing and Donkey Kong and Mario Kart World, oh, they look beautiful on that. So it's awesome. We're still waiting for Binding of Isaac to come out with their Repentance Plus on the consoles. It's only on PC right now. It's been on PC for quite a while. Since last year, some point last year. Wait a minute, what was that? October-ish of last year? Here we are, August 1st. Still no update to Repentance Plus. I haven't even heard anything out of Tyrone about any updates. I haven't heard anything out of Ed McMillan about it. So, and Nicalis, I haven't heard from them either, and they're the people that put the game together. So, I have not heard anything. So, with that being said, I know a lot of people have been pissed off about that update being on hold. I'm one of them. I want to get all my streaks done on my Switch to Binding of Isaac. And all my mom kills. I have 30. How many mom kills do I have on how many do I have on the PC? Hold up. I'll be able to tell you. 33. And we have Cathedral unlocked. The only thing is we still have a lot of unlocks to get to on it. But at least we have Cathedral unlocked. And a few characters unlocked. On the Switch, that's a different story. I think there's only 5 mom kills on there. I want to say maybe 6. So I want to try to get that going, if that makes any sense. I want to try to get everything up and going to where both platforms are equal, if that makes sense. However, right now it's just not feasible until they actually get I swear I'm gonna get rid of I have a feeling I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Kick. I really am. Yeah, there's too much spam on Kick, that's for sure. Oh, by the way, while I'm sitting here, where's my Kickbot dashboard? I need to did I get rid of it? Did I seriously get rid of that? Yes, no, no. Where's the settings? Oh shit. Where's my settings for that? Account. There we go. Manage subscription. Let's cancel that subscription. Confirm the canceling. Subscription canceled. Booyah. It will end on August 7th. Oh, good. It's coming right up. Good. I'm tired of paying for something I'm not using. Seriously. And then we're gonna drop that like a bad date. We're gonna drop that like a bad date at the flea market. How about that? How about that, chat? We'll drop it like a bad date at the flea market. I got kicked out of off a Discord today for asking a simple question. Whose Discord? I hope it wasn't mine. I hope it was not my Goldilocks. Please let me know in chat, and if it was mine, I will fix that problem. I will try to rectify that problem. Oh, okay, cool. It wasn't mine. Okay, good. Because I was gonna say nobody would get kicked off my Discord unless I do it personally, because my software doesn't really, or the bots on there don't really do anything for it. I mean, the bots will talk to you. That's a sure thing. But as far as getting kicked off, the only way that you'd get kicked off is if you did something like very, 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 very wrong. However, I don't just kick people. The only people that I really kick and ban is those that, post links in my chat. That's it. Or in Discord. So like if you posted a link, Goldilocks, I mean, okay, I know you're a legit person. But there's people out there that are like graphic designers and all that all of a sudden just flood my Discord sometimes, and I get direct messages from them, and it's like, oh, well, you need to do this to get more viewers and everything like that. No, I'm going to do it naturally. I'm going to do it organically. I'm not going to pay someone to get me, that's stupid. That's view botting at its finest, and guess what? It's a bannable offense on my channel. Basically, I could get banned for having view bots, so that's why I have SiriBot on here, because it automatically detects a bot and gets rid of that bot like really quickly. So, yeah. So it's one of those situations that, you have to literally do something utterly wrong. Like, I mean, if you came in here and you did a racist slur, for instance, yeah, of course, I'm going to ban the person for that. Or my mod team. But just to come in and ask a question, I mean, that right there, I mean, I'm going to answer a question. I'm going to answer questions. I'm not going to ban anybody for asking a simple question or even any question that's in reason. That's, in the appropriate category. So, you don't have anything to worry about on my channel. He has a huge ego. Oh, I bet he does. I haven't even heard of the dude. That gives me all just to stay away from him. Holy shit. But yeah, you have nothing to worry about on my channel, on my Discord server. I know you, we've played Fortnite. You've been in my chats almost every day. It's one of those that, we're good. I had someone come in my channel once, like literally, okay, I had two people. The first person that came in, we had a wonderful conversation. It's like the guy didn't even know me. And we just had this full-blown conversation. And all of a sudden, I get raided. I have 3 people that came in, 2 of which that started talking all kinds of shit. Oh, you need to ban this person. You need to ban that person. You need to ban your moderator. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what? It's like, I'm not going to ban my moderator. Why the hell would I do that? And I just like turned around and was like, I was like, come again? Typed in chat, you need to ban this person, and your moderator. And I was like, the slash mark ban username enter. It was like, see ya. It's like, you're not going to freaking sit there and literally come into my chat and tell me who I'm gonna ban and not ban and la da 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 da. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I couldn't believe that was going on. And that was when I was doing a cooking stream. And I'm just like, I'm cooking burgers and everything like that. And all of a sudden I'm looking at chat. And, you know, this guy is talking to me and we're having a good conversation and everything like that. And then all of a sudden this chick comes in and goes, oh, you need to ban him. He's a bot. No, not if he's talking coherently and actually having a full-blown conversation with me that's meaningful and talking about food. He's not posting links. He's not doing any of that crap. And then it's like, well, you need to ban your moderator. And once she said that, I'm like, what did my moderator do? My moderator wasn't even on the channel at the time. And it was like, she was, but yet she wasn't. And it's my wife. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Back up here. What the hell? Well, you need to ban your moderator. Click. You're banned. You're gone. And then I sat there and had a rant after I did that. I was like, nobody comes into my channel and tells me who I ban and who I not ban. It's my channel. I run the show. Like, literally. It's stupid. It was stupid. But it's like, you know, that was like, what? A hate raid, I think? Kind of, sort of, because it was a raid. This chick was obviously in this other streamer's raid, or in streamer's channel, that I've watched for quite a while, and all of a sudden, you know, he raided me, and this chick comes along and just starts running my channel. It's like, nope, I'm in command, you're gone. And not any of my staff, and not any of my friends. Because you want to know something, guys? On every platform, I don't care if it's TikTok, Twitch, Kick, you're all my friends. And I'd like to keep it that way. He was asking for people's... Well, hold up. He was asking for people's epic, and I asked if he was asking for everyone last or certain people's. That's not a reason to get kicked. God, he does have a big ego. A huge ego, like you said. He's an idiot. Let me say it this way, Goldilocks. Be glad that he's gone. Be glad that you're away from that. You don't need that kind of riffraff. You really don't. And I'm being truthful. That's riffraff right there. There's a streamer out there that's got like so many freaking followers and so many viewers all at one time. Like 150 viewers. 150,000 viewers. Sorry, not 150. 150,000. Like literally almost, what, 5-6 million followers? And this guy, I mean, I get on Reddit a lot, and I'm always seeing posts about how with some of these viewers, oh, well, I got kicked from this guy's channel because I just said I was lurking. Again, that's no reason to get kicked out of a channel. Lurkers are always welcome, and in fact, Twitch encourages lurking. For someone to ban someone, for a streamer to ban a viewer for lurking, is an idiot. That's just the way I see it. That's my 2 cents on that theory. I don't like when people go into a channel to lurk, because I'll go in and lurk all the time. I'll go in and say hi, and chat for a little bit. Then all of a sudden, of course, I'm going to get busy. And then you turn around and, all of a sudden, oh, I'm going to put the lurk command in, I'm going to stay in the channel, but I'm going to lurk, because I'm, busy doing other stuff. So that way I'm not having to be entitled to chat, the whole time while I'm trying to get, stream stuff ready and all that. So I'll put in the lurk command. That is recommended. Some of these streamers don't like lurkers, and they shouldn't be streamers at that point. Because lurkers are basically, if I were to get, and I know, my viewer count is like low. I know. It's because of the freaking discoverability on Twitch. But if I were to get upwards of 70, 80 viewers, and all of them lurked and didn't want to chat, okay, fine. I don't care, because guess what? When I go on break, I will run a set of ads, and my revenue will go up. Because the more viewers you have, the more revenue on ads you make, as long as they're not subscribers of your channel. Now, let me get into this part of it. Everybody, I'm sure, has heard about Twitch Turbo. Has anybody heard of Twitch Turbo? Twitch Turbo is basically where you can sign up through Twitch for Turbo and pay like, what, $15 a month or some shit like that. And with Turbo, you don't see ads on any channel, subscriber or not. So like if I go into a channel, if I have Twitch Turbo and I go into 3 different channels and I'm not a subscriber to any of those 3 and they run ads, I never see the ads. But yet they still get paid for it because I'm a Twitch Turbo member. They'll still get ad credit for that. They'll still get revenue off the ads that ran to me, or that I supposedly was supposed to watch, but Twitch Turbo blocked them out. They still get paid for it. Because I'm not a subscriber of their channel, and that's why. But I'm, if I was a Twitch Turbo member, I can avoid it. Would be like subscribing to their channel, but I'm not. I miss the ads. They still get the revenue off of it. So. But the best thing is, if you like the streamer, if you like the live streams, if you like the channel, anything like that, it's always best to subscribe. Because then you get an ad-free viewing environment, and the streamer, your fellow streamer, gets credit for it every month. If you have Amazon Prime, it's even better. You get a free subscription if you use your Amazon Prime. Problem is, there's a drawback to that. You can only subscribe to one channel. You can only subscribe to one channel per month with the Amazon Prime subscription. However, it does not renew on its own, like all the other subscriptions do on Twitch. So, if you're an Amazon Prime member and you subscribe to someone's channel using your Amazon Prime, then after 30 days, you have to go back in and resubscribe to that channel. If you don't resubscribe to it, no big deal, right? Because then what if there's another streamer that you really like that you want to use that Prime on? Like that streamer is better than this other streamer, possibly. I mean, I'm just making something up, But what if this streamer is better than this streamer and you want to use your Prime on them? There you go. That's why the Prime expires every month. You have to like physically go in and resubscribe with the Prime every month. Whereas if you're paying for the subscription on Twitch on that channel, it automatically recurs unless you cancel it out. Does that make sense, guys? I hope it does. I try to explain it without like rambling on and on and on and on and on. Because I don't like rambling on and on and on. Because I find myself boring when I ramble on. Just saying. Just saying. It happens. But Twitch is like that. Now, of course, one other thing. One other thing to this caveat. Kick and TikTok don't do that. They don't have like a special, where, oh, you use such and such, you get a free subscription. No. Those don't have that. You would have to pay for it. So, it makes it to where, I mean, okay, on Twitch, if you use your Amazon Prime, it's an incentive to you because you don't have to pay money out of your pocket twice. Because you're already paying like $16.99 a month for the Prime through Amazon, to get your free shipping and all that, sooner. So instead of having to pay for a subscription to a channel, I mean, you'll still have to do it with other channels if you use your Prime on one. But, the one that you use the Prime on, you don't have to pay for the subscription to the channel. You just use that, and there you go. You're set for 30 days, ad-free. All the emotes that the channel offers, everything like that. So that's a bonus. That's an incentive to the viewer. Plus, not only that, it's an incentive to the streamer because they get paid for those Prime subscriptions. And I think it's equal to the tier 1 sub, as I'm remembering correctly. Which I think is what, $7.99 on mobile and $5.99 on PC? If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I can look that up real quick. I can literally look that up. Yeah, $5.99 on PC. It's $7.99 on mobile. So it works out. It's beneficial. I scheduled my lives around yours so I can still watch your lives. Oh, awesome. Appreciate that. Really do. I'm going to definitely come into your lives a lot as well. The best I can. With my work schedule and everything. But yeah, you're streaming at night. I think I got that post. Think you sent that on TikTok? Pretty sure. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. 4 p.m. Central. Okay, yeah. So you're in the Central time zone then, right? Or Eastern? Central, right? Okay. So that's awesome. So 4 p.m. Central would be 3 p.m. Mountain for me. Um, I get off work at 4 Mountain Daylight Time, so that would be 5 your time. And then I could definitely jump into your stream after that. How long are you planning on streaming for each night, if you don't mind me asking? Because during the week, a few hours. Okay, cool. I know during the week, Tuesday through Friday, I do 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Saturdays and Sundays, it used to be till 2 a.m. Now it's going to be till midnight. I shrunk it down a little bit because I've been really tired lately, especially with my full-time job. So I'm kind of trying to shrink it down a little bit. Um, this weekend is a 2 hour stream both Saturday, tomorrow night and Sunday night. Just because of the fact that I do have work and inventory coming up on Tuesday. I'm not looking forward to that. However, I only have tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so 5 more days. 5 more days. And then after that, I have 5 days off, so I'll be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we'll have long streams each of those nights, Wednesday night included. So it should be fun. Should be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. What we're gonna do yet, I have no idea. I want to try to get some Fortnite back into that groove. I think. I really, really do. Um, I would really like to get Fortnite going again. Oh, did this finally work the correct way? Did it do Frosty tools in my Discord? I hope not. Because I'm going to do a control copy and I'm going to go over to... Oh, wait. Wrong one. I got to go to Team B42 real quick. Hey, hang on. Where'd it go? Where's the, promotion? Wait, what? It disappeared? Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna post this right here. I better take out the @ sign. I can't do the B42 Empire. That sucks, because I have no permission to send in there until I get a part of the Empire team, which I'd really love to do eventually, but I gotta be in the team for 60 days, and then I have to apply for that, so we'll see. We'll see. And then, of course, the non-affiliates. I'm affiliated, so I don't have to worry about it. There's an affiliate push. Yeah, I don't have... Yeah, whatever. I posted it in stream... Yeah, stream promotions. There we go. That works. That works. We don't have Quake tonight, by the way. He's at work, of course. I only have him Wednesday night, Thursday night now. Because of the fact that we're only streaming weekends till what is it? Midnight instead of 2 a.m. So we'll only see Quake in stream, I believe, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., which is cool. It's awesome. But yeah, anyway, with let's go back into Twitch. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about Twitch a little bit. So, yeah, with the fact, with these big time streamers, I mean, they can do whatever they want to do to an extent, but to ban somebody for no reason at all, that's not cool. If you want word of mouth passed around the community to around the world, you don't want to ban your community. That's bad. Because that's just going to hurt the community as a whole. And it's going to take the trust away, and they'll tell their friends, oh, this guy's an asshole, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? And you don't want it. Streamers don't want to have to deal with that. I know some of them have huge egos, some of these streamers, they got like millions of followers, they got like 150,000 viewers that come through every given night, roughly, and to ban one of them is like, oh yeah, that's just chump change, it's like, that's not affecting my 150,000 viewer count. You know what I mean? It's not, because they're already getting their revenue from all the subscriptions and everything that the people subscribing to them. They've already got a lot of money, so they don't care. But with them doing that, like Goldilocks is saying, definitely because it will cause other followers to leave. Yeah. If other followers see that someone's being banned, or a lot of people are being banned for no reason, are the rest of those followers going to want to stay? No. They're going to want to leave. And they will leave. I'll give you an example. I'm at, 1,049 followers right now? I'm at 1,049. The thing is, I would be at I'd be at 2,000 followers right now, but I've had a few that left. Obviously, they didn't find me funny or whatever, what have you. They didn't like the content. Here on this channel, we have a cozy community. Okay, so yes, I might cuss every once in a while. I don't do it all the time like some of these other big streamers do. But we're a cozy, close-knit community here. Meaning you could come in and talk about your life if you wanted to. I'll sit here and listen. I'll offer my advice, stuff like that. I'm not saying that to like I'm a shrink, like, oh yeah, come into my chat and I'll, tell me how bad your life is and I'll see if I can correct it. No. I'm not like that. I don't want to be your shrink. But But if you need a place to vent, if you're having a bad day and you need a place to vent, you're always welcome to vent right here. I will sit here and listen. Like literally, just don't take it out on any other viewers or anything like that. Like if one of my viewers would sit there and say, "Oh, well, if they sit there and say, "Oh, you need to get over yourself." Yeah, I'm going to basically jump in myself and say, "Hey, you need to F off, this person is having a hard time and needs to vent." And it's allowed. I'm not going to sit there and say, "Hey, you can't." Because every once in a while, people need to vent. It's a part of life, right? It's a part of life. You have to vent. You can't bottle that shit up. Because if you do, then it's going to get worse over time. And I don't like seeing that happen. I'd rather, if something's bothering you, if something... Okay, here's an example. If something I say on stream bothers you, or sets you off, or whatever, what have you, let me know. I can fix this situation very, very easily. I could be like, "Hey, okay, I'm sorry. I'll tone it down, or, I'll, because it is a cozy community, But there's times that, like with Binding of Isaac, yes, I'll sometimes get out of control. And that's just normal. That's not taking it out on anybody. It's, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not taking it out on anybody. But if anybody were to cross the line, and tell off another viewer because they're venting and the other viewer doesn't like it, and they start saying something about it, I'm going to say, "Whoa, shush. Let this viewer vent. Let this person vent." Because that's what needs to happen. People get angry. It's a normal part of life. People get angry. Something sets them off. They need to vent it so that way they don't do anything else that's bad. You know what I mean? And, it's fine. If you have to vent, do so. If you have a problem with me, let me know. We'll fix it. It's simple. We'll fix it. It's not rocket science. Like I like to tell people, it's not rocket science. We can fix anything. If something on stream is setting someone off, hey, let me know. Let me know. I can fix it. Because I'm here to entertain you guys. I'm not here to upset any of you. I'm here to entertain. That's the process. And that's the process I like to go through. I like to entertain. And I do my best doing it. Yes, us small streamers got to be there for each other. Yep, definitely. Like, we all have our bad days. I mean, come on. For someone to say they don't have a bad day, they're lying. Because nobody's perfect. Like, literally. We have faults. We're human. That's the thing. We're human. We're gonna make mistakes. We're going to get upset. sometimes at the stupidest stuff, but it happens. And we just need to, work it out. We need to vent it. Because the way I see it, if I vent, I feel better. As long as I'm not, and I try not to take it out on people, and if I happen to do so, I'm sorry. But I try not to. I'm working on it. So, but it's one of those situations like you have to vent. If you let it bottle up, things are going to get worse. To the point where someone's going to like literally snap. And then that's a bigger problem. And we don't want that. We definitely don't want that. Because that would be bad. That would really be bad. We just need to look at it, like, okay, so this guy wants to vent. Okay, cool. Let's hear what he has to say. And then we offer guidance to him. Like, okay, or her. Sorry, my camera's doing some funky, weird stuff. The autofocus, which I need to figure out how to turn that off. But the thing is, I want to hear your side of the story. I want to hear, why you're upset, why you're sad, why you're, okay, here's an example. It's not really true. It's not true, but it's just an example. Let's say if I went into someone's stream. Oh, well, my wife and I had this big, huge argument and we're going through a divorce, blah, 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 blah. Of course, I'm going to want to vent that out and want people to hear it, hear my side of it. You know what I mean? And offer me guidance of what to do or, how to work it out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Whereas if you bottle it up inside, it's like you're going to snap at somebody eventually. And that's not what you want to do. Because then you snap at people, it's very hurtful. So, we don't want to do that. But you have to be able to vent. Like if your significant other does something that drives you up the wall, you can vent to it. You can vent about it right here. Because one person can help see from the other perspective. Yeah, exactly. Like, we've all been around the block with relationships. I mean, I'm on my second marriage. The first one did not work out. The first one basically at that point made it to where I was being used for money on my first one. Every single paycheck I got, it was like this person knew exactly when my payday was. And she was just waiting for it. It's like, as soon as I get home from work, hand over the money. Basically, is what it was. And left me with only like 25 bucks to last me for a month. Because I worked for a school district, so you only got paid once a month. And it's like, oh God, I can't even live off of 25 bucks for a month. But at the same time, I was afraid to. I mean, I confronted the situation. Like literally told her my 2 cents. Kind of got in a heated argument with it. It's like I literally told her, why don't you go get a job and make your own money? I know that was probably the wrong thing to say being married, but the fact that she kept taking mine, when I first met her, she had a job. Then through the course of everything, nope. She got laid off and that was it. And it's like all of a sudden was relying on me to take care of her. See, and that's where the issue came into play. Because then she'd take all my money. I'd have nothing. I mean, she controlled what I ate, when I ate. I'm a person that loves soda. I know that's a bad thing, but I'm a person that likes soda. The worst part of it, I know it's 0 sugar and it's got aspartame in it. I know that. But I'm going to tell you something. My wife's been drinking Diet Pepsi since she was a little girl. And knock on wood, has not had any cancerous effects from it. And I know that it causes cancer in lab rats in California. Aspartame does. My uncle used to drink Diet Coke all the time. Was it Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi? One of the two. My wife does Diet Pepsi, but I don't remember if he was a Diet Pepsi drinker or Diet Coke. My grandma on my mom's side was a Diet Coke drinker. Same with my grandfather. In the same family. But yeah, I love soda. To prevent me from drinking this, in my personal opinion, is a control issue. Like, you know, I live off of this. Like, I live off of food. I don't really like the taste of plain water. I don't know, that's just how I am. I have to flavor my water. But at the same time that I flavor it, sometimes it irritates my throat a little bit, causes me to cough. That's why I like the soda. It goes down smoother. And that's the thing. My husband and I have been married since September of last year. We've been together for almost 9 years. That's good. My wife and I have been together for 8 years. As of March. And we've been married for 5 years as of July 17th. We got married July 17th, 2020. We've been together since March... what was it? March 15th? 16th? Of 2017? So yeah, we're on our 8 years being together and 5 married, and won't change it for the world at all. We love each other to death. The nice thing is, okay, here's another example. The nice thing is she allows me to do this every night except Mondays. Monday nights, or Mondays, technically Mondays are the days that I hang out with her and we do stuff. All the other nights I'm able to do this as long as I still spend time with her before and after. Of course. Happy late anniversary. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, she'll let me do this. She doesn't control my money as long as I pay bills. My half of the bills, you know, we go in 50-50. Other than that, it's like, it's smooth sailing. I don't get controlled. I mean, I go out golfing with friends a lot. As long as I spend time with her, she don't mind. You know, it's all good. My first marriage, however, I had to have permission to go do anything. I had to have permission to do this if I was doing Twitch and TikTok and Kick back then. which I was not. Because I didn't hear about this until just last year. In January. It's when I started. My wife always went to Treasure Island on Twitch. Or, well, got all the Treasure Island, stuff for Animal Crossing. And she didn't realize either that this was a thing to broadcast. Had I known that, probably, way back at the, when we had the COVID shutdown, the great COVID shutdown of 2020, 2021, had we known about that and I started streaming then, I'd probably be partner right now. Because that's all anybody did was lived on Twitch. Because they couldn't go nowhere except to work. You were basically bound to your house or apartment. So Twitch blew up during the pandemic. And I wish that at that point, I wish that I was a part of that. Because I'd be partner. I've looked at several different profiles and have literally looked, and some of them list when they started their first stream, when they hit affiliate, when they hit partner, if they did, how many, when they hit 1,000 followers, 2,000, etc., etc. Almost every single profile that I've looked at, every channel that I've looked at, has started like right at about the time that the pandemic hit. And they were affiliated a month later, partner 2 months later. All because everybody was forced to stay home. And that's what happened. So, pretty much, that's how it worked out. And that's how it... But see, I didn't know that. And then when I worked for a pizza place back... in 2018... I had a supervisor there. He sat there and told me, on my free time from doing pizza, I'm getting paid, watching, live streams. And I was like, where do you watch live streams at? Oh, on Twitch. You get paid for that? Oh, okay. And I thought, okay, you had to have special requirements to do so. That's what I thought. And so I left it alone. I didn't pursue it at that point. And then all of a sudden, it's like, come last year, put 2 and 2 together. It's like, oh, now I know what he was talking about. Either A, he was a moderator for a channel that actually paid him for moderating, or he was a streamer himself. Yeah, and I did not put 2 and 2 together back then. So I'm a late bloomer on this. But I am affiliated because I had started, my first stream was January 15th of 2024. I reached affiliate May 24th, 2024. Been happy ever since. Yes, I put Path to Partner in there because I am working towards that. Don't know if I really truly want it or not, but I want to try to get there. At least just to say, hey, I reached the milestone. But as far as being partner, I don't know, because then you have commitments and all that crap. You have to go to every single TwitchCon and everything like that. Pretty much if you're available. If you're not available, you gotta let Twitch know. Because that's the thing with partner, they want you to go. They want you to participate. And some of them want you to join a panel and participate on a panel in front of a whole bunch of newbies or veteran streamers, whatever. So, you know, it's one of those situations that um I, for one, don't really mind if I hit partner or not, but I just at least like to reach that milestone and be able to say, hey, I made it, and go from there. Guys, I need to take a break real quick. My wife is on her way home. She's almost here from getting groceries for her mom. So I need to go get the gate for her, but I will be back shortly. I'm just going to take a quick 5-10 minute break and we'll come back and we'll continue talking. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. Be right back. All right, everybody, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Did I miss a chat somewhere? No, I'm guessing not. No. Oh, yes, I did. Sorry, Goldilocks. My husband and my friend convinced me to start posting Fortnite clips on TikTok. Been posting video clips since April 19th of this year. That is awesome. Is it working out for you, like getting followers and viewers to your Twitch channel? I'm trying so hard to get, um more followers and viewers, that I'm doing anything possible that I can without, going through an agency that's like literally like a bad situation. 'Cause I don't want to have to do that. I'm just trying really hard to I've started recently, like very little, but I'm going to try to do it more. Um I want to try to get more of my clips out to Facebook Reels, because I heard Facebook is a good one too. Do not let me make this suggestion though. Don't go off your public or your don't go off your normal profile. Create a separate page on that profile. Like, I have my personal profile on Facebook, but then I have Quark's Dungeon Gaming TTV as a page. It's like a business page, kind of, sort of, but at the same time, it's separated from your personal profile. It's like two profiles under one login. And you can post reels, regular posts, everything like that off of the page. So that way you're not giving out your personal information, and that way it's separated. That's how I did it. But I haven't really posted clips on there because I more or less just promote my channel. Just by saying, hey, come by because we're going to be doing this, 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 this. But yet I haven't ever posted a reel, like a video clip of what I've done. And I've only started doing that recently. I gotta get some more out there. I have them saved to the computer. All I gotta do is just blast them out. And that's one thing I want to do. But I do that on TikTok. When I can. I do that on Instagram. I do it on YouTube. In fact, let's go. Let's take a field trip, chat. First of all, let's see how Kick's doing. Yeah, see, Kick's gonna go. I'm done with Kick. Kick's gonna go, I think. I haven't made a Facebook page for my gaming content yet. I need to. Yeah, it's actually simple. You don't have to share any personal information. You basically do like your Twitch channel name, like, Goldilocks. You basically put on there, I'm a variety streamer, content creator, blah, 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 stuff like that. I joined, different Twitch groups on Facebook, on that Facebook page. And that's where I basically, I push out my, promotional material, basically, have you. I send that out. So that way, at that point, if people want to click on my links, they can. I've actually gotten, a few followers from that strategy. I've actually gotten subscribers to my YouTube recently, which is freaking hilarious. And and that's just from the clips that I posted, and I put the links in the caption area. And oh boy, it's been going to town. Like literally, it's been going to town. Like as of right now, it was 32 yesterday. Here, let me see if I can pull this up. Let's go to the gaming screen. Let's see if I can pull this up. I know I was having a hard time last night. Let's see if I can do it tonight. Let's get rid of the Nintendo screen for now, because that's gonna block this out. Window capture, let's go. Where is it? It's not showing up. Why is it not showing up in here? Display capture, maybe? Which one's my, no, hold up. Hold up. Let me, I gotta figure this out. Why won't it? Oh, there it is. There's YouTube. Okay, let me widen that. So there's my YouTube page. There's my YouTube page. See right here, I got 34 subscribers. Right there. I got 34 subscribers on YouTube. Keep in mind, about 2 months ago, 3 months ago maybe, this YouTube channel only had, I want to say, 8 subscribers. And now we're up to 34. And that's just posting all my clips. That's just all my clips. No, I don't want to try anything.
Oh, he's doing lemon part. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's go.
This is a recent, or this is
Jesus
a clip
Christ
from
Almighty.
Binding of Isaac.
God damn it.
When we were trying to
Oh,
unlock
this is gonna be a
these
quick.
six.
How do you do? Okay.
Cancel. So that's, that's a clip. We got this one here. This is,
Oh, shit.
I think this was Vice City.
He landed on the roof.
Yeah. This was recent. This is like a week or two ago.
Man, this one's not as fun as the other ones.
The sun's been messing with your brain, you idiot.
So that's one. Here's one.
Let's go. We are in good shape now to get the mom kill, hopefully. We can get all the way there. So far, we're doing okay on this run. Well,
I don't
say
like
that,
those
and then we have this
captioning on
issue
there. I
going for
turned
us.
that off. I turned the closed captioning off because it blocks that video. I don't know if this one has it.
Oh, this. Oh,
Oh yeah, it does.
and we got an eternal heart. Oh, that's freaking awesome. And another soul heart. Wow. Oh god, these guys with the poops.
Okay, so there's that. There's my guitar stream. We're going to learn the C chord, D, G, A minor, E minor, and F. So that should be a lot of fun. Want to thank you all for your support first and foremost. Because without you guys lurking and whatnot, I wouldn't be streaming right here, right now. So, and that's the truth. Pleasure to have you all here. Tonight we're going to learn guitar chords. Next week we'll probably get into a few songs, so feel free to hang out and, oh, that's a lot better. That's a lot better, because then you guys can see, hopefully, what I'm doing. That guitar was a little staticky. Just a heads up, there is no VOD for this or clips, so you'd have to learn this live, unfortunately. Maybe next week when we do a few more chords, we might actually unlock the VOD, but I had it locked for a reason. Yeah, so, and the reason was I thought we were going to play songs hopefully, too. And that's one thing, you gotta do the songs like, like if you do a cover song, you gotta do it exact. It sounds so freaking good. So tonight, we're gonna do, mute it. Like I said, C, D, G, A minor, E minor, and F. As far as chords are concerned, real quick, I'm going to boot up the other computer so I can get a chord reference. That sounded weird. Okay. So anyway. So those are the clips that I've gone through, you know, that I picked. Here's one.
The more money I have, the more my damage goes up.
Let me see if I can do full screen. That way you can see
We're
it
at
better.
4.25
This is when I did Eclipse. Where I was editing with Eclipse, but I was paying $20 a month for it, and it was like, no.
Good job!
So it automatically put in stickers and all that.
Alright.
What the fuck do you, what do you mean? How?
Wrath and his bombs.
The part from Mrs. Doubtfire. The part where she found out that Robin Williams was dressed up as a woman. As an old lady.
Oh, that worked. Oh, good. We got some keys. Cool.
Okay, hold on, Goldilocks.
I don't want Mr. Boom because, yeah.
That was easy.
That was easy. I like the one where the guy goes, nice. I don't know where it is.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll take that. You don't have to twist my arm to do it.
Where is that part?
Me. You fucking bitch. You bully me every.
Let's go this way. Because then we'll get...
This guy.
Let's get dra- Alright, babe.
Where is that part?
Oh, shit. Now we got a lot of different fun going on with this. Oh, this is cool.
Maybe it's not on
Alright.
this one?
Back to the shop we go.
I guess it's not on here?
Let's pick up that secondary bomb, and let's pick up the battery charge. Let's go in here and kick some ass. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in this one. I thought it would be. I thought it would be. Okay, let me catch up with chat here. Hold up. Let me catch up with chat here. Okay. Let me turn that off too, by the way. Go back here. Okay. All I have accounts for on my gaming content is Lemon8, TikTok, and Twitch. I haven't done Lemon8 yet. Is Lemon8 pretty good? Do you get a lot of views on that? By chance? And then to answer your question, when you capture clips, do you do it through your phone? No. Actually, I don't. I do it. Actually, you won't be able to see it unless I move the camera, and that might be a bad thing. I have a Stream Deck. Anybody, have you heard of a Stream Deck by chance? A Stream Deck is basically, I have like, it's a control panel with 15 different buttons. But you can program more than 15 because you can add pages to it. It's just a deck of 15 buttons, but you can have like an arrow. And what it does is you can thumb through it. You can hit the arrow and go to page 2, page 3, page 4. You can have so many buttons if you'd like. I like to keep mine simple. Sorry, I accidentally hit the mute button. On there. I like to keep it simple, so that way I don't have to thumb through all the different pages. So I have it set for like 2 pages. So like on my main page, on the main button page, I have the stream start, which when I'm doing Twitch and TikTok, or I mean Twitch, TikTok, and Kick, I hit the start through OBS and not the Stream Deck. Because for some strange, idiotic reason, whenever I do the button on the Stream Deck, it only broadcasts Twitch. It will not start TikTok or Kick. Even though they're turned on, they're ticked on OBS, the Stream Deck some reason will not start it. So, I use the start on the OBS and I stop it with the Stream Deck. If that makes any sense. Then I have the stream starting button, the chat room button, the gaming button, the be right back, the stream ending. I have the ads button, the clips button, the shout out button. So like here, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'll hit shout out and I'll go ahead and shout out to Goldilocks. And then there you go. It's in the chat that I shouted you out. For everybody to go check out your Twitch channel. Awesome, right? And I could close that out. I turned off the alert for it because it wasn't doing the actual username. It was saying open bracket, streamer name, close bracket. So I had to turn off the alert. But at least it puts it in the chat. So that way people can sit there. I can pin this. Like literally, I can pin it. Right there in chat. So that way I'm basically promoting your channel on my stream, which is okay. As long as you have my permission, you know, and that's the thing with my Discord. You can go into self-promotion and like literally go in there and in the self-promotion you can actually put, you know, a description of your channel link, all that. And try to get viewers that way. That's an option. Joining other Discords, you know, that have self-promotion channels that you can go in and actually, you know, self-promote in there. It's a good way to get seen. Another good way to get seen, see this thing down in the left. Oh yeah, that's really hoping. There we go. I'm pointing at it now. Down in the left corner, Team B42. That's another good way of doing that. So basically, in the search, so if you go to my main channel page, in the About section, you should see a Team B42. It's a link. If you click on it, it'll bring up a window that has every live streamer and offline streamer in that team. It'll tell you at the bottom to join the Discord server, and you can just click that link directly. You'll fill out an application as to why you want to join. Basically, like I put, like how I put it was, you know, to network, to make friends, to get to know people, to support everyone, basically, yada, yada, yada. And then I sent it off. It took about a week for them to get back to me. They approved that. And then after that, I got a hold of the channel or the server owner and requested an invite to Twitch for Team B42. And basically what that does is when you accept that invite on Twitch, in your Twitch settings under channel, under featured content, which it would be at the bottom, because the invite would show up at the bottom, you'd accept it, and then boom, all of a sudden, you're a part of that team. And then if you chat in the Discord or you go visit other streamers on that team with you, then they will start raiding to your channel. And it could be a huge raid, it could be a small raid, you know, but every little bit of it helps. It depends on the time of day and everything like that. And the day. But yeah, if you like literally were to do that, I mean, it's awesome. It's an awesome thing. And they have a self-promote channel in there as well that you can actually post that you're going live and whatnot. And at that point you can, you know, get seen that way as well. So a lot of different tools to check out over the course of time. I have to check out Lemonade since you're having good luck with that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I get a lot of people on TikTok that invite me to it, and it's like, and I know it's a part of TikTok, and it's like, I haven't. It's like, I don't know if I want to do that or not. And then it's like, after hearing from you that it works for you, maybe I should try it. But definitely pop into other streams there and say hi and everything like that. Give them a follow if needed, you know, whatever. Some of them will shout out in their channel to their viewers, your channel link and all that. And, you know, situation could be that, you know, you get a lot of viewers best time to do it is when you're live. Like, be doing, like how you do with me. Like if you're playing Fortnite and you're viewing my stream, you could still stream and view two other channels. So like you could have mine up and another person. And what would happen is, like very quickly, like if you're on a break from your stream, go into someone's chat room on their stream and just say, "Hey, how are you doing?" Give them a follow, and then 9 times out of 10, they're gonna shout out your channel. And it's always best when you're live because then those people will click your link and they'll see you live. Oh, hey, playing Fortnite. Oh, cool, I like that game. Click, boom. All of a sudden you have viewers. You're starting to stand out. Now, like I noticed the other night when you started streaming for the first time, and I'm going to say I'm proud of you for that because, it takes a lot to stream. It takes a mindset to stream because there's some people that don't like it, that don't like to do it. My wife tried it. She don't like it. Just being perfectly honest, she don't like it, so she won't stream anymore, which is okay. I respect that. It's perfectly fine. But she had at one time she had upwards of 6 viewers on her first stream. I think you had upwards of between 4 to 6 on your first stream, I would believe. Keep doing it. Just set a consistent schedule like you did on TikTok. Keep that schedule. Keep it consistent. People will come. You'll get noticed. But also at the same time, keep promoting the channel on all those different social media platforms. I think it said 5 top viewers and got 1 new follower. Oh, that's awesome. And you're at 23 followers. That's a start. That's good. I think my wife actually hit 24. But it just wasn't for her, and streaming isn't for everybody. Streaming isn't for everybody. You gotta have a good mindset to it. She was like very nervous and everything like that. So I get it. I was nervous the first time I started streaming. I was so nervous. I think my first stream, I didn't have my microphone didn't work. I shut it off and I just played. God, what was I playing? Diablo 3, I think. On my Xbox, I was streaming from the Xbox and I was playing Diablo 3. And I didn't run the microphone because it was echoing and all that, so I just like shut it off and just played. And then it was tricky because I couldn't see the amount of viewers. I couldn't see any of the chats because I didn't have a chat overlay. Like PlayStation 5 does, the PlayStations do. Because I like that. I like the fact that there's a chat overlay on there. Xbox didn't have it. So I had to use my mobile phone in the stream manager to go through the chat. Now, miraculously, nobody really chatted in there. There was like one person that chatted. But I want to say 5 viewers out of it for that first night. So, it works. I found out that night that if my face doesn't show, I don't get nervous. My wife doesn't like being in front of a camera. That's one thing. She tried it once and it really spooked her out, and I think that's what caused her to stop, like entirely. Where her anxiety kicked in, and because she's got anxiety pretty bad, and I get it. It's okay. There's streamers out there that do have anxiety. They'll at least stream once, and then it's like, oh nope, this isn't for me, and then they move on. With me, miraculously, I mean, I struggle. I'm gonna tell you something. I struggled at the beginning. The first night that I went live on January 15th of 2024, I went through the whole stream. Was fine. And then all of a sudden, I kind of fell off. Like, the next night was like, oh no, I don't feel like doing this. And the next night after that, and then it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I'm going to try this night. And I tried it again, and it was like, oh, well, why is it different now than it was the first stream? And then, and I had a microphone going on the second one. And it's like, ever since then, I've had a microphone going. And ever since that second stream, first and second stream, I've opened up. Like, I will talk. Sometimes, like the other night when I went over a half an hour past my stream allotment time, I couldn't stop talking. I just kept going. And that happens. You find something you want to talk about, you're gonna keep going, and hopefully pull in viewers. The trick is you want to. I know it's gonna be like overpowering at first. That like, oh, I only have like 2 or 3 viewers. Trust me, you'll get there. It takes time. It takes time to get noticed, but if you post clips, you post content, you post, hey, I'm going live later tonight, come join me, we're gonna do this. Twitch link, boom, done. It's awesome. It's an awesome thing. Took me a little while, but I opened up, and here we are. But what I've heard on YouTube from an actual streamer that I guess is no longer a streamer, he's just pushing out content through YouTube. But he made a video. You always want to talk. Don't stop talking, even if your viewer count is at 1. Which it always counts a 1 viewer, and that's you being the broadcaster. It will always count 1 viewer because you're that 1 viewer that you're broadcasting, yes, but you're a viewer at the same time. And this guy said, just keep talking. Because if people come in and they don't hear you talking and you're just sitting there like, and you're playing the game, they're not going to stay. They're going to find it boring. So you basically, like, tell a story, tell a joke, tell jokes, tell a story, whatever. Even though there's only the 1 viewer on there, still, just chat it up. Just open up as you're playing the game. Describe the game you're playing, how you're playing it. All that. People will stick around. But I am going to say this. You did perfectly well the other night. You did perfectly fine. Especially streaming with your husband. That worked out too, because then, when you have 2 people, you're playing like Fortnite, and you have the voices of both, it really makes it interesting, and people will stick around for that. They'll show up, they'll stick around. It's an awesome thing. I watched that the whole time I was watching your stream. I was like, wow, she's got a good viewer count. And it never really dropped. So, good job with that. That's really good. Face cam only if you're comfortable with it. Always make sure that you use a microphone. That way, you know, it's not, people won't think you're boring. If they hear you talking, then, you know, they'll stick around. Now, if there's a situation you still want to stream, but let's say you don't feel well, your voice isn't there, like you have a cold and your voice is gone, or you just don't feel it, you can always type in on your title, no cam, no mic, just gaming. And you can do it without the mic. You at least put in the title that you have no mic, that you're sick, but you're still playing, you're still streaming, but you won't be talking, you'll have the mic off. Hey, at least at that point the viewers know what they're looking up against, and they'll stick around for the gameplay. And there's some viewers out there that's all they want is the gameplay. They don't care about your life and stuff like that. But, you know, there's a lot of viewers out there that want to hear your story, want to hear about your life. Yes, I know I was picking on him, but I was trying to get him to goof off with me. Yeah, and that works. Just the talking alone, back and forth, is perfect. It goes with the gameplay, and it's perfect. And not only that, it's like it's a conversation. You can have a conversation with yourself. Like if you're the only one there, and you're the only one streaming, and he's not playing Fortnite with you, or whatever game, and it's just you playing, you know, and he's not there, like if he's at work or whatever, you know, away from the house, whatever. And you're streaming, I mean, you can just hold the conversation with yourself. Like, just say, like, something like, oh, well, this game right here, you know, Binding of Isaac, you know, I'm just, you know, shooting all the enemies and trying to get to the next, you know, trying to get through, this room to the next, to get to the boss, try to get through the boss, get to the next floor, and so on and so forth. You're basically, you know, describing your gameplay. Or, hey, today, you know, I went to the park with my wife, and, you know, we played Frisbee, you know, we had a picnic, we took the dog with us, so we took him for a walk around the lake at the park. Had a great time. Checked out, you know, saw awesome views of the lake. You know, we got to the opposite end of the lake, of the park, of the lake, and there's mountains, like a mountain backdrop behind it, so you see the reflection of the mountains in the water. Oh, it's so pretty. You know, it's awesome. That's basically what you want to do. It's simple. It's simple. Just tell a story. Tell, you know, something that you that happened during the day. You know, before stream. Like, oh, well, this idiot down the street, you know, just sped doing 120 down a residential street that's 15 miles an hour. What an idiot. You know, stuff like that. You could, you know, it keeps you going. Even though, like I'm saying, don't get discouraged at all. Do not get discouraged if you only have 1 or 2 viewers. Never get discouraged. Never give up. Just keep going, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna find your niche, which obviously with you is Fortnite, which is good. Fortnite's a fun game. Shit, I had a fun time playing Fortnite with you the other night. That was awesome. With both you and your husband. It was fun. But that's your niche. Keep that. Because that's what's going to get the views. That's what's going to bring viewers to your channel. There's a lot of people that like Fortnite. Find a way to, enhance the stream. The way that these people always say, because it's a discoverability issue on Twitch. It always is. It always has been, supposedly. Except back when we had the pandemic, when everybody was watching anything. And everybody became famous, like, after a week, or 2, or a month, okay? Because of COVID. But anyway, what I've always heard from other streamers, because of it being discoverability issue, and like say, okay, you're playing Fortnite, you got a whole bunch of different streamers that are streaming Fortnite, okay? Try to find a way to stand out more over that competition. Find a way to stand out over that competition. Try to be better than those other streamers. And those viewers will follow. They'll scroll through and go, "Oh, what's Goldilocks doing? Oh, let's go check that out, cuz that looks all, looking at the title, it's like, oh, well, she plays with viewers. Oh, let's go check this out. Maybe I could get in and we could play." You're already above those other streamers because you're offering to allow viewers to play Fortnite with you. And I gotta get into something like that. I gotta get, because I put on their plays with viewers on the hashtag. But you have to have it like open, like basically what you said. Playing with followers. There you go. That works too. That's perfect. It's awesome that way. That's the way you want to do it. You want to talk about, and also you want to just chat. Just have the chatter going. Hopefully, though, you don't run into like a situation like I've had in the past where I've run out of stuff to talk about. If you run out of stuff to talk about, just, try to get that brain to figure, okay, come up with like a word. Figure out a word and then work around that. Talk about the game. Talk about, ask your viewers, what movies do you like? Type in the chat, what do you like? So like with me, like, okay, so like, let's say, let me see if I can explain it better real quick. So like, okay, say like, hey, what's your favorite movie of all time? Chat, type in the chat box. Type in the chat what your favorite movie is of all time. And that's how you get people to chime in. At least you attempt to. Pin it in your chat. If you know how to pin chats, usually you'd have to use them if you're streaming from your PS4. You might want to use your cell phone in the Twitch app under the stream manager so that you can bring up your chat there as well. And that way you can go in there and type that question, or type any question that you want an answer to, and pin it to your chat. You can click the pin button in your chat on your phone. boom, it just pinned to your chat. And then people will see that, and then they'll start answering in chat. It's actually a really cool tool. I need to start doing that again. I didn't get really any responses because back then it was like I'm streaming only to myself. And I'm not going to sit there and type in chat what my favorite movie is. I'm going to tell you through the microphone. So, you know, it all works out. It really does. It'll work out in the long run. It just takes time. It takes patience. It takes going through and posting, your clips that you have, your content. Make sure that you also use, and I know that you're doing it because I've seen it, hashtags are always going to be your best friend, because guaranteed someone clicks on a hashtag, it's going to bring up more content of yours. Especially if you put a hashtag of Goldilocks 2124. Trust me, do that sometime. Put a hashtag. It'll create it because nobody else probably has it. But put a hashtag of Goldilocks 2124, and I guarantee you that it'll populate every single clip that you have ever clipped on stream, or that you've posted across social medias, and it'll bring it in from like TikTok and stuff like that. Trust me, it works. And people click on it. I've put Quirk's Dungeon Gaming TTV as a hashtag, and I tell you what, it's spooky. It pulls up every single post that I've done. And it shows them where it came from. It shows it came from Twitch. Okay, cool. And, it'll go right back to your Twitch channel. They could click on that, and then it'll bring up your clips, and then they could click on a clip, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's your channel right there. They click on that, it brings it right to your channel. They can follow. If you're live streaming at that point in time, it'll bring them into your live stream. It's a win-win. Try that sometime. Trust me, you'll like it. Because I've started doing that recently, and it's like, oh shoot, I didn't think that it was gonna do this, but it did. Let me go back and chat real quick. Going back. I'm hoping everyone could hear me good, because I'm usually on the quiet side when talking. Oh no, I hear you fine. When you're streaming, or when we did Fortnite, I heard you just fine. You're good. And then we've gone through playing with followers. Yep. Can also talk about books I have read can also talk about books I have read and movies, TV shows. Yep, definitely. Definitely. You want to know something that I've done? I've only done it once so far, and I need to do it more, because we've started it, and I need to start finishing it. But I started a book club stream, and we were doing it on Wednesday nights. I did it for one Wednesday night, and then all of a sudden we went back into gaming only, and I haven't really done it. And we need to do it again. But, and I don't know. Hold on. I got stuff that flew everywhere here just by moving that book. I'm just gonna try to hide everything down here out of the way for now. I gotta put it in my file cabinet. But anyway, we started reading this book only one night. I gotta get into this again. We started this book. We read a chapter in this book, and then all of a sudden, we, for some reason, stopped. It's a really good book. I read this in 8th grade. And at one point, I used to own the whole set of this book. It's like 3 or 4 different books. And I've read every single one. Terry Brooks is a wonderful author. But one of these Wednesday nights, we're going to go back into reading this. And I hope, Goldilocks, that you'll join that stream. This is an awesome book. You'll actually enjoy it. It's a bestseller. And this book was written, I kid you not, I only read it in the 8th grade, but this book was written it was published in 1977. It's been around that long. I did not know that till recent, when we first streamed it. Then it was renewed in 2005. And then the map was rewritten by someone. And then it was copyrighted in 2024 and used in this book. And here's the map. The map entirely redone. And this map, I'm going to tell you something. This map right here follows the book. The book follows that map to a T. So, just that heads up, guys. We're going to get back into that book, I promise. I promise. Because we've only got 1 chapter done. I think we're on chapter 2. Pretty sure. Yep. Page 19. We're on chapter 2. Chapter 2. So we need to get back into that. We're going to start doing that on Wednesday nights, I think. We're just going to have it called Book Club. Sword of Shannara. That way we can get the book finished eventually. And then we can move on to another one. I actually had a short story published when I was in school. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Wow. Now, did you, is it like out like a bookstore or anything like that? Or we did a cookbook in elementary school that was never, I mean, it was published in the school, but it was never like sent to like a bookstore or anything like that. Because it was just it was just like a silly cookbook that, you know, half the recipes in that book I wouldn't make myself when I went back and looked at it years later. And then, of course, in all the moves that I had, I lost the damn thing. I wish I still had it to this day, but I don't. But it was like all the students in my class, I think it was, what, 3rd grade? Pretty sure. So, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I used to read all the time. Lately it's been hard for me to read, but I used to read all the time, at least through high school, and then, yeah, life changed. But I still love to read, like the Sword of Shannara. Oh, that's a fun book. It's long, but it's fun. And the last time I did on stream, I literally tried to change the voices between the different characters. Well, let me tell you how difficult that became. Trying to remember which voice is for what character. And it just like jarbled up. So my wife was like, you don't have to do that, just read the book. I'm like, alright, cool, I'll do that. So that's that's where we're at with that. But I think next Wednesday night we'll get chapter 2 done. We'll probably do that at the beginning of stream, so that way we can we'll do a game after that, or a game or two after that. So look out for that. That is the plan now for next Wednesday. Especially on the long stream, since I'll be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. I figured it would be perfect to put that in for a Wednesday night stream. Normally, to go through a chapter, it takes a full 2 hours. Depending on how long the chapter is. Maybe we can get through 2. That would probably be really cool. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But guys, it's 9 minutes after 9, and you guys know what time that is. Let me remove this. Let me unpin this so I can actually read my thing here. Now all of a sudden I can't find it. Oh yeah, there we go. You guys know what time it is when I do this. Hello? Can we try that again?
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. God dang. I've only had that happen, like, once, like, a while back. Like, nothing wanted to work for sound alerts. Something hung up in there. I had to refresh the browser and then redo the alert. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. That's all, folks. Guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. Goldilocks, thank you for chatting with me tonight. It's been awesome. When is your first stream? Or I mean, well, your second stream now? Or your next one, I should say. When's your next one? Trying to find it. This upcoming Monday? Oh yeah, the August 4th through the 9th. Okay, cool. 4 p.m. Central. Okay, cool. I will definitely try to get in there. Like I said, I'll be at work, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen for sure. I'll stop in. I could have my phone going while I'm driving home too, so that'll be awesome. We'll make it happen. I'll jump in definitely. You support me every night. I'm gonna support you. You know that because we support each other. Also, at some point, while you're streaming, I might also jump into Fortnite and play Fortnite with you as well. When I'm home, for sure. And then, you know, likewise, you know, when I do Fortnite on my end, you can always jump in and play if you'd like. I would appreciate that as well. Yeah, that would be awesome, definitely, for sure. Because that was a lot of fun this past Sunday night when we did Fortnite. I can't stop talking about it. It was so awesome. I would love to do that again, and like literally frequently and more often. So we'll make that happen for sure. But guys, I really gotta get out of here. I gotta get ready for work for tomorrow morning and go to bed. And yeah, God, I'll be glad when Wednesday gets here. 4 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, I'll be flying out that door and heading home and not turning back until the following Tuesday. Trust me. Trust me. When I say that. Just gotta get through inventory. And it's been hell trying to get prepped. But I think we're ready as we're ever gonna be. We have management from other stores coming in tomorrow to do a walk again to make sure that we're ready to go. And then yeah,
A new follower.
perfect. Antoni Tristan. I know I'm gonna get it right eventually. Thank you for the follow. We're actually getting out of here for the evening. Yeah, we're not doing Fortnite tonight, guys. I think we're gonna do Fortnite next week. Probably Wednesday night after we read this book for about an hour or two, at least through the second chapter. We'll do this Wednesday night, and then we'll do Fortnite afterwards. For the long stream till midnight. So, yeah, definitely tune in for that. I am gonna say tomorrow night we'll go ahead and do Binding of Isaac tomorrow night and Sunday night. Being that we'll only be here for 2 hours each night, and then also on Tuesday night. That way we could see if we could get a win streak going. Please, please, please show up and show support. For those next 3 nights, and definitely next week, because we'll do Fortnite quite a bit next week. On top of possibly Unreal Tournament, Diablo 3 we'll get back into as well. And whatever else we can conjure up. So definitely cannot wait to see you all tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Hope to see you guys then. Remember, take care of yourselves and each other. And have a great night, guys. I will see you all tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. We'll get some Binding of Isaac going. See you guys.
The screen fades to black. The game ends tonight. We say goodbye, but we won't forget the ride. Through twists and turns, laughter and tears. It's been a journey, and now we're here. Thanks for tuning in. You made it right. Together we laughed, and we shared the light. Closing moments, memories to keep. Can't wait for the next episode. Don't you feel? I look back at the night, so many stories told. In the chaos, we found our voices bold. Quirks and all, we played our part. In this dungeon, we never got too far. The chat is empty, but the spirit remains. A promise to return to make more gains. Excitement builds for what's to come. With every stream we're growing some. Thanks for being there through thick and thin. Together we'll conquer with a smile and a grin. Closing moments, but the fun won't stop. Can't wait for the next episode. Let's hope